wave of refugees that's flooding Turkey, Greece, the Balkans and is heading north starts here. This is Syria right now. The latest trying to flee the escalating war inside. Fresh fighting, Islamic State, Russian bombers and the Syrian army are ensuring that these desperate people are now terrified. They mass near the Turkish border waiting for smugglers. They shelter beneath trees or huddle in makeshift camps across a swathe of northern Syria. The border is now closed, but they say they have no choice but to cross. Whatever the dangers ahead, it's worse at home. This lady is from east of Aleppo. She's ill and hasn't seen her sons in 2 years. She wants to cross, she told us. They destroyed our house. We've been displaced for 3 years. We have no place to live. What can we do, she says. The conditions in these camps are awful, and it's getting worse as winter comes. The sheer volume of people moving will doubtless shock the international community. The roads are chock-a-block with traffic, ferrying refugees to the north, from all over the country. Homs, Hama, Latakia, Aleppo, Raqqa, the home of Islamic State. These cities are empty. I'm from Deir ez-Zor, this man says. The Russian airstrikes destroyed our house. Islamic State prevented us from escaping through the fields. I have no idea where we'll end up. In Turkey itself, Syrians now mingle in towns and cities. They plan their next move towards Europe.
Well, whole communities are being changed here along the border with Syria by the influx of huge numbers of Syrian refugees. They don't stay, of course, many of them move on. What's interesting, that the local government has no idea actually how many people have come through here. It is hundreds and hundreds of thousands. What they are saying is they're expecting to have an awful lot more coming through in the coming days.
And this is what they're leaving. A jihadi group closes in on a Syrian army position in Latakia. This is almost hand-to-hand combat. They're just feet apart, and it's brutal. This is an absolutely chaotic battlefield, and it is huge. There's fighting and fighters on all points of Syria's compass. Thousands engaged in deadly battles. Different goals, different agendas. Sometimes just survival. Firefights in forests where the enemy can't be seen can last hours, days, even weeks. And there are always heavy casualties. Always. This jihadi, hit by a rocket-propelled grenade, survives, though he thinks he's dying and he's praying. He stumbles to find help from colleagues nearby. And the battle rages on. From the air, Russian planes bomb targets in non-Islamic State areas. Their strategy seems to be more about keeping President Bashar al-Assad in power than destroying IS. But they are destroying already battered communities. Entire towns are now deserted, a wasteland of bombed-out destruction. Nearly every building here has been razed to the ground. No one could survive this, and no one would risk staying. This is why they're leaving. The international community holds talks over Syria and talks over refugees. As every day and every night passes, more people die and thousands more flee in search of sanctuary. Stuart Ramsay, Sky News, on the Syria-Turkey border.